bookworms and writers took to the street.
Perfect place for a writer to live because there's never a dull moment.
At the 40th annual Miami Book Fair. A small business owner at the heart of it all.
I feel like it's cool to build a marketplace for people to come together. That's away from like the nightlife.
Right from our university. Feeling overjoyed.
This very, very special day for our students, our faculty, our staff.
A recap of our ribbon-cutting ceremony. And striving to end homelessness.
Next thing I know, I have a huge fan base.
Through a local newspaper from the capital. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Anthony Cruz.
I'm Valentina Gaspari. Today is Monday, November 20th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
This morning, Americans mourned the passing of Rosalind Carter at the age of 96.
She was not only the first lady to former President Jimmy Carter, but also his political partner who advocated heavily for humanitarian and mental health related causes.
Nobody talked to each other about their own mental illness at all. And now to see that that actually people can recover is the greatest thing.
Mrs. Carter's impact is still felt through her and her husband's non-governmental organization, the Carter Center. Together they have launched many projects such as building homes for the poor.
The body of a missing woman was found inside of a storage unit on Saturday. Authorities in Winter Springs, northeast of Orlando, say the body of Shakira Yvonne Rucker was found. Her family said they last saw her November 11th, possibly with her estranged husband, Corey Hill. Police say the storage unit where she was found belongs to Hill, making the prime suspect in the case.
The votes are in, and the Republic of Argentina has a new president to be sworn in. It's been a month since Election Day, and 25 million Argentinians headed to the ballot once again to cast their vote. Far-right libertarian Javier Milei won the election by a landslide with over 55% of ballots voting in his favor, while left-wing candidate Sergio Massa secured only 44% of the ballots. Argentinians hope that Milei, as president, will attend to the situation of rising inflation and poverty.
This weekend, book lovers and writers came together to attend the 40th annual Miami Book Fair in downtown Miami. Caplin News reporter Natalie LaRoche-Pietri was one of many who attended the event and has more on its attraction and culture.
The streets are filled with booths, filled with books, and Miami-Dade College buildings are filled with writers and readers who are coming together for the Miami Book Fair this year.
When you think of Miami, you may imagine its beaches, nightlife, music, and a blend of cultures. The bursting literary scene here, though, may not make the list, but the people here are working to make sure that it does. Writer Nicole Tallman has served as Miami-Dade County's poetry ambassador since 2021.
My biggest focus is creating spaces to elevate and celebrate poetry here in Miami-Dade County.
Andrew Otaso, author of The Miami Creation Myth, champions the abundance of local talent.
We have incredible poets, playwrights, novelists, everything here in South Florida. You don't need to import people from New York or California to have a vibrant cultural scene. It's been here for decades.
But a decades-old practice is also here. Book bans. According to a report by PEN America, over 40% of all book bans occurred in Florida school districts. A challenge to the 2020 presidential inauguration poem happened right here in Dade earlier this year.
I think that the book fair, the very fact that it exists and it's helmed by an institution like Books and Books and NDCE, among others, is pushback against that. It's a statement of, we're not just gonna, the literary community and the wider community in South Florida specifically are not just going to allow this to happen, that we're going to champion these books.
Walking down the streets of the fair, the range and diversity of books fill the air. Everyone has something to love here. Emily Martinez says events like this are also great for young readers.
I think people, like younger generations, are getting more into books and reading due to like TikTok and stuff like that, and like Book Talk. So things like this also promotes that.
I'm so fascinated by Miami. Miami is endless content for me. Endless. It's a perfect place for a writer to live because there's never a dull moment.
The excitement here is contagious, and seeing everyone with stacks of books only makes me want to go and find my new favorite book. For Caplin News, I'm Natalie LaRoche-Pietri.
The Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media celebrated its inauguration with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. It was on the BBC campus in North Miami last Friday. Caplin News reporter Daniela Toki has more on the story.
Caplin School
School of Journalism and Media hosted its ribbon-cutting ceremony to honor those who have gave back to this successful program.
This very, very special day for our students, our faculty, our staff, and more importantly, our Worldly community. We need this, Lee. We need it. Today, we unveil and celebrate a very generous and transformative gift, one that will launch the future of 21st century journalism and media education right here at FIU.
We gather to celebrate this remarkable $10 million gift to Florida International University, which has established the Caplin School of Journalism and Media.
People who live in a city can see and hear and understand what's going on in their community, whether it's Little Havana or Little Haiti or any of the vibrant communities that make Miami the special place.
President Jessel, Dean Schreiner, Lee, I'm a bit stunned at this moment. I had no idea when I arrived this morning that this theater bearing my name and legacy would look like that. All I can say is, holy.
GIFT will help support students by enhancing their curriculum, inclusive and engaging classes, state-of-the-art rooms, and scholarship opportunities at the Biscayne Bay campus. For Caplin News, I'm Daniela Dolin.
A local newspaper in Washington, D.C. is working to end homelessness by offering unhoused individuals jobs. Paloma Pimentel from our D.C. Bureau has more on the story.
Street Sense Media is a non-profit local newspaper in Washington, D.C. that was opened in 2003 by two volunteers, Laura Thompson Osuri and Ted Henson. They print their newspapers through a third-party printing company that delivers them to their office inside of the Epiphany Church in downtown D.C. every other week. The papers are sold by unhoused individuals for a minimum donation of $2. The seller keeps full profit. The newspaper's motto began in New York City back in 1989. Since then, it has expanded to cities around the world. Their center trains homeless people in journalism, podcasting, and other useful skills. These individuals are encouraged to share their voices and publish their own stories about any subject on the media's platforms. Reached by phone, the Director of Vendor Employment, Thomas Ratcliffe, explains how he leads newcomers through orientation and a class that teaches them how to sell newspapers on the streets. After signing a media and release code of conduct form, they are ready to work. Get to know one of their candidates' story.
I got 10 free papers, had a temporary badge, and it seemed like 1 million people were passing by me. And then one day this lady came out of nowhere and bought all 10 of my papers and wanted 10 more. As the years went on, I got better and better and better, and I accumulated faithful customers. Next thing I know, I have a huge fan base.
Ida says her regular customers and Street Sense readers encourage her to continue selling papers and writing. Street Sense also offers case management services that help unhoused individuals get the resources they need, like finding a home. The public can donate by visiting their website, streetsensemedia.org. I am Paloma Pimentel reporting for Caplin News.
The game between the Dolphins and the Raiders all coming down to a play in the end zone.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
What else are you going to do on your third Sunday of the month?
From skateboarding to deal finding, a local skate park going through a once-a-month transformation. Stick around, Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Market Day in Miami as a local park opens up to vendors. It's the Lot 11 skate market on the third Sunday of every month.
And Caplin News reporter Virginia Tijerino went to check out the November edition.
Let's Get Together Market continues to grow exponentially, bringing young people together every Sunday of each month. Let's Get Together Market, located in Skate Park Lot 11 in downtown Miami, was created by fellow FIU students who say they just want young people to have a place where they can express themselves.
The opportunity came up to start a market. It was right after the pandemic, and I did it with some friends at Cardinal Labs, and I've just been at it since. I feel like it's cool to build a marketplace for people to come together. That's away from the nightlife, It's kind of makes you want to go outside and try something different.
This is just all about supporting the community, and people can make a living doing what they love, and other people. It's just all it's like a cycle. Everyone's supporting everyone. So I think that's really awesome.
The market not only is a safe place for young people, but it also benefits small businesses.
I'm a food vendor, technically. I do baked goods. I've been baking since I was little. I've started doing these markets this year, but I've always been doing it since I was 12 years old, I want to say. It's everything to me. This is all that matters to me, and it's what I want to pursue in the future.
And she also talks about how the market has helped her personally.
As someone who was really introverted beforehand, it helps me meet a lot of new people and just connect with new people and get into new groups.
We also spoke to young people attending the market and how they feel the sense of community.
It's really good if you want to get a sense of community and be surrounded by fun people. You can always find really interesting pieces, and if you don't find something to buy, it's good conversation either way.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I've definitely made a lot of friends here, skating, and just people that are interested.
And lastly, Let's Get Together market creator leaves us with this last bit of advice.
Come out here. So really have that childlike wonder, come outside. Again, I'm not here to convince you to do it, but what else are you going to do on your third Sunday of the month?
Make sure you stop by next month and check out this amazing market. I'm Virginia Tijerino reporting from Caplin News.
This morning, the Dolphins barely escaped with a win at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. It was an ugly start to the game as the Dolphins turned the ball over 3 times, and their ground game was compromised when Devon Achane and Tyreek Hill had to be pulled out with injuries. However, cornerback Jalen Ramsey will be the hero of the day, securing 2 second-half interceptions, including one on the final Raiders drive to close out the game. The final score was Raiders 13, Dolphins 20. Next up for the Fins is a Black Friday road trip against the New York Jets. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Anthony Cruz.
I'm Valentina Gaspari. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.